let's look at three different ways that we can apply this right now. So question number one says rewrite in exponential form. Well, what you want to do is you want to line up what you have. We know based off the structure log base b of x equals y that b equals 5, x equals 125, and y equals 3. So if we wanted to rewrite it, we'd say 5 to the third equals 125, which makes sense when you think about what we said before, that y is the exponent we would use on b to get x. We'd use 3 on 5 to get 125. All right, let's take a look at number 2. We want to rewrite this in logarithmic form, which first means we want to rewrite it as b to the y equals x. All right, well, what is the cube root of 1/8? It can be rewritten as 1/8 to the 1/3 power equals 1/2. So now we know that b is 1/8, we know that y is 1/3, and we know that x is 1/2. So when we have to rewrite it, we can say log of base 1/8, log base 1/8 of 1/2 is going to equal 1/3. Okay, so that's the first two. Now for 3 through 5, it says evaluate the following logarithms without a calculator. And this is where I think it's important to remember that y is exponent that we use on b to get x. So let's think about what we have for this one. We have log base 2 of 8. So we know b is equal to 2. We know x is equal to 8. So we're saying to ourselves, 2 to what power gives us 8? Well, we know that 8 can be rewritten as 2 cubed, so we know that y is equal to 3. So the log base 2 of 8 will equal 3. Let's look at the next one. Okay, in the next one, we know that b is equal to 8. We know that x is equal to 1/64, and we don't know y yet. But what we do know is that 8 to some exponent has to give us 1/64. Is there a way to rewrite 1/64 as 8 to a power? Well, I know 8 squared is 64. So how do I rewrite it so that it's up in the numerator? Well, I'd say 8 to the -2 power. So y here will equal -2. And for the last one, okay, take your time to write out what each variable is. We know b is 8. We know x is 1. And we want to know when 8 to what power equals 1. Well, how do we get 1? Like, what's the one number we can raise everything to get 1? That would be 0. Anything to the 0 power is 1. So here our answer would be 0. So as we close up this part, I remember learning this as a student. It's way different than as a teacher, because I can tell you now that this doesn't look as confusing once you just rewrite it. And remember that b to the y equals x is what you're saying is, what exponent do I have to put on this number to get the value of x? And that should be helpful.